did the training a while back, and the trainer had a question. We had only just sat down, and then the speaker in front had a question, and we were all looking at each other like, what is he talking about? I mean, we've only just had breakfast, sat down, and that was about it. Like, what is he, what's he on about? So this was a 2-day residential training. So we arrived the night before, had like a banquet meal type of thing, a meet and greet, get to know each other, really lovely, nothing serious, just, mingling and getting to know each other. So then we went back to hotel rooms. The next morning, they had a lovely breakfast. Most of the people sat with the ones they met the night before, had good chats. I got up really early. I was on the phone with my boys because I had to leave them here, and my husband had to get my son to school. And so I was on the phone with them first, and then I went walking around the grounds because I saw the day before it was really lovely, and natures and water and ducks and things like that. I had some prayer time in the nature area, and then I came for breakfast, and then we went. So we sat down, and the speaker asked a question. And he said, what have you done today that is in line with your values? And we're like, what on earth? Like, what did we actually have time for? Like, we just woke up, we ate, we're here. What do you mean? And he said, no, what have you done today that's in line with your values? Because if you value that thing, you would have engaged in it, done it, did something about it when you woke up, when you ate, on your way here. And he said, when you think about the things that you value, they may not actually be the things you value. What you've done this morning, since you wake up until now, that is what you actually value. And then immediately retrace my steps. I'm like, what have I done? What have I done? And then obviously I spoke to my boys, and I went to the nature bit, and I'm like, okay, fine. The key value stuff still happened. But then it made me think, like, what else is there that I say I value, but actually I never action them. I never do anything. I just talk about it or maybe think about it. So yeah, we had a session on values and really just how to explore and dig deeper. So that was an amazing session. I mean, the whole 2-day thing was awesome. But that really shook me, because that's just the first thing we step into the door, and like, what do you value, and do you actually value it, and are you putting it first? Which brings me to one of the key points that I've learned from a book I read back in 2020, back then when we all were stuck home and you couldn't see your loved ones and all sorts. And I was working through this book. So now I just have my notes. So I was working off my notes to refresh for this chat. But yeah, it brings me to one of those points from 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. And this one is about putting first things first. It really is important to take stock and explore your values and see where you are, where your energy goes, where your money goes, where your attention goes. So we've got to do some reflection. We've got to do some introspection. It's not always easy, sometimes painful. And we have to check in with someone that's willing to hold us accountable, someone that knows us well, and someone we trust, but also someone who is willing to call us out. Ouch. I have a friend who to this day talk about something I said to her way back when. And she said that was one of the things that really shook her from our friendship and really solidified it. Because I was willing to come to her and say, I wouldn't be a friend if I didn't tell you what you're doing is wrong. And same with me. She sat me down one day and called me out and said, hey, the things you say you really desire and you wanted to achieve, that thing you wanted to do, the actions are not matching the level of desire that you're saying you have for it. So what's actually going on here? So yeah, it's when we dig deep, when we have someone that can can be really honest with us, but also partner with us and support us in this journey. Is lucky, first of all, to even have that. But if you have that, use it. You've got to make use of that, and just explore further and really understand yourself, because then you can get to the point where you put the first things first, and put the important things first and prioritizing it, because now you know, okay, this is what I value, and I am gonna put my all to really achieve those values, really live those values intentionally. So plan for it. One of the ways that I like to take time and plan and strategize is using some self-assessment tools, just getting to know yourself really, and then looking at what's important and how you can achieve those goals, and some self-reflective tools. And there's no getting around it. It really takes work. You really have to put the effort in if you want to affect change in your life, if you want to make improvements in your life, if you want to move from point A to point B, you want to develop a new skill. Like, it does take work, but it's so worth it, because it's tangible. You can feel it. You can see it. Other people will see it on you. Hey, that person looks different. Hey, they walk different. Hey, they talk different. And it just improves the quality of your life. And not only that, it improves the quality of the lives around you. The people that you do life with, the people that you affect, the people that you mingle with in work and transport and wherever you go, or just home life. You're changing your life and you change other lives.